The road lay ahead, a narrow strip of asphalt cutting through the empty land. Anna gripped the steering wheel, her knuckles pale in the soft glow inside the car. The gentle hum of the engine was her only companion as her thoughts drifted in the quiet night. She had been driving for hours, the road and stars blurring together. Restless feeling, like an itch she couldn't scratch, stirred inside her. Anna looked at the dashboard clock. The clock read 2:38 a.m. The witching hour, she said with a nervous laugh, the sound feeling tiny in the quiet. She had never believed in superstitions, but something about this night and the endless drive into nowhere felt really unsettling. The headlights cut through the dark, showing nothing but the empty road ahead. At least, that's what she thought. Something moved just to the edge of the headlights. Anna's breath caught, and her heart started to race. As the car moved faster, she made out a small signpost, its paint faded and peeling. It was easy to overlook, nearly hidden by the darkness. She slowed down, her curiosity battling a rising sense of unease. What was a signpost doing out here? Anna pulled over to the side of the road, feeling the silence wrap around her like a heavy blanket. The engine ticked softly as it cooled, the sound echoing in the stillness. She leaned closer, trying to make out the faded letters on the sign dead end. It read in worn yellow paint. A dry laugh escaped her. How fitting. Her logical side told her to turn around, to get back to the safety of the highway. But something, maybe the eerie silence or the sign's strange pull, kept her there. The road, little more than a dirt path, twisted into the darkness, disappearing under the shadows of tall trees. The road promised nothing but hinted at hidden secrets, mysteries waiting to be found. Anna paused, her hand hovering over the gear shift. Then, with a mix of fear and curiosity, she sighed and shifted into drive. The tires crunched on the gravel as she turned onto the empty road. The signpost vanished into the darkness behind her, but its message seemed to hang in the air, like a quiet warning carried by the wind. As Anna drove deeper, the forest grew thicker. Trees crowded the narrow road, their branches tangled overhead, blocking out the stars. The headlights pierced the heavy darkness, showing glimpses of twisted trunks and shifting shadows. It was completely silent, except for the crunch of gravel under the tires and the occasional rustle of leaves, a sound that sent chills down her spine. As she drove deeper into the forest, time felt like it was slipping away. Minutes felt like hours, broken only by sudden waves of fear that gripped her. The air became thick, smelling of wet earth and rotting leaves. It was as if the forest was watching her, unseen eyes tracking her every move. Anna looked at the clock again. 2:38 a.m. Still. It felt like time had frozen, trapped in an endless loop. Her heart pounded in her chest, echoing in the silence. The air turned colder, a damp chill creeping into her bones even though the heater was on full blast. She rolled down the window a crack, hoping for some relief from the heavy silence. Instead, a faint, eerie whine greeted her, barely there but constant. It slipped through the window, cold and unsettling, sending a chill through her. Panic rose in her chest, tightening her throat. This road, this forest, it was all wrong. Something was horribly wrong. She needed to turn back. Now. Anna slammed on the brakes, the car skidding on the loose gravel. She quickly shifted into reverse, her heart pounding. She had to get out of here. Now. But as she reached for the gear shift, a terrifying sound broke the silence. The engine sputtered, coughed, and then went dead, leaving her in eerie stillness. She turned the key again and again, but all she got was the mocking click of the starter. The engine was dead. Panic gripped her, cold and overwhelming. She was stuck, alone, in the middle of nowhere. The silence pressed down, thick and heavy. All she could hear was her own shaky breathing and the pounding of her heartbeat in her ears. It felt like the forest was holding its breath, watching and waiting. The high-pitched whine came back, louder now, joined by faint whispers and rustling sounds just out of reach. Shapes started to appear in the darkness beyond the headlights, tall, thin figures with long-reaching arms. They swayed and moved in the shadows, their bodies twisting like smoke. Her panicked mind screamed that it had to be hallucinations. It had to be. A thick fog crept in, swirling around the car with tendrils slipping through the open window. It reeked of decay, something old and sinister. Anna quickly shut the window, her heart racing. She felt trapped by the fog and whatever unseen things were hiding in it. The car, once her safe space, now felt tiny and exposed. The whispers grew louder, turning into deep, haunting chants from every direction. The figures in the fog came closer, becoming more real, their eyes glowing with a cold, evil light. Anna let out a scream, raw and desperate, but the fog swallowed it. She slammed her hand on the horn, a frantic cry for help, but it echoed through the empty forest without a response. Then, just as quickly as it started, the noise stopped. The figures vanished, swallowed by the swirling fog. The only sounds left were the soft breeze in the trees and the pounding of her heart. Dawn broke, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, but the fog clung to the forest, refusing to leave. When it finally cleared, the car was empty. Anna was gone. All that remained was a single set of tire tracks leading into the undergrowth, a chilling reminder of the road that led to nowhere, or maybe somewhere far more terrifying. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more spine-chilling stories. Stay tuned and stay safe.